Hi, I'm Suzie from Nailcareereducation. Recently I was at a trade show and I found something very pretty and I want to share it with you today. Let's get started. Okay, this is a very simple system that you can do on natural nails or acrylic or gel or whatever you have. If you put it on natural nails, you just want to put a base coat on so you can file down to that when you want to take it off. It's very simple. You just need the powders, you need a top coat gel, and you need a scoop of some sort. You can use this lovely scoop that I have, or you can use a small spoon or even a tip if you have one. Okay. Ooh, glasses. I can't see anything. Okay. I am just so mesmerized by the colors, I'm finding it difficult as to which one to actually use. So I think I might do a bit of a combination. It might be a bit messy, so bear with me. So you want to put one layer of your gel coat down. Let's do this pinky. Now, if you were using a colored gel, that would stick on top of this as well. So you don't want to cure it or nuke it beforehand. Actually, maybe I'll do the yellow because it's such a small finger. I want it to be nice and bright. Don't sneeze or anything, cameraman.
I'll try not to.
You know, I'm going to put this down on here because I don't want to spill it. You can dip it, or you can just pick up your little dusty stuff. This stuff is really fine. Like, I've done stuff like this before, but it was much more textured. This is very, very gentle and very fine. You can find you can just hit your finger with your, oh my goodness me. But you do want to make sure you get all. I'm going to see if I can dip it. Sometimes my nails are just too long to dip. You can see that's pretty effective as well. You want to check and make sure you get it all, especially when you're doing yourself, it's hard to see. Just check and make sure, yeah, it's pretty good. So once you've got the dust on there, you want to cure it. You want to do about 2 minutes in a UV and about 30 seconds in an LED. I'm doing them individually just because I want to be able to see it. I haven't quite figured out what kind of designs I'm going to do on the other ones. I'm going to try to do an ombre. That might be kind of hard because you can see it kind of, it's so fine it just falls. It might be hard to kind of make it wispy into each of the colors. Okay, so then I'm going to just dust away. Oh my. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at the sparkle on that. You can feel the texture to the touch. If you're going to leave it as a texture, you can put a second layer on there just to make it a nice solid color. Just put the lid on so don't knock it over or something silly. Okay, well these kind of colors go nice together. Let's see if I can do two together. Now it really will just stick to your sticky gel. So wherever you put your sticky gel is where it's going to stick. So you could put your sticky gel then in somewhat of a pattern. So maybe I'll try to do half the nail and do it like lengthwise. Maybe easier said than done, but I'll try it. This takes a little bit of steady skill. Using my nails as tools. So I'm going to do the one side in this extraordinary, beautiful coral shimmer. My goodness, that is so pretty. I'll try to even dip the one side. I'm making a mess. Okay, and I can see that it's not straight, so I'm going to see if I can manipulate that. Let's see if I can use this. I'm just trying to make it like a straight line. Clearly I didn't do that with the polish so good. Fixing your mistakes is an art within itself, or hiding them. Okay, and this isn't quite as, it almost like didn't get in that little spot. See that one little divot there? I'm going to see if maybe it just didn't stick. Okay, so I'm going to cure that. Look at that, it even glows a little. I'm sure the camera can pick that up, eh, cameraman?
It looks pretty cool.
Yeah. But I do see that little bump up there. Really pretty intense colors. Okay, now we do want to wipe this clean on this side of the nail. Oh, that's a pretty good line. Let me say so myself. Get that off of there. Okay, I'll scrape that away later, but that's pretty good. Okay, so now I'm going to do the other half. So like I say, you want to be pretty accurate. Thank goodness it's shiny, so you can really see where it does lay down. You don't want to overlap too much, or just try to keep it as straight as you can. This one will be harder to fix my boo-boos because there's already product on there. Okay, I'm just going to make sure I didn't get any in the cuticle. Okay, now I'm going to put the beautiful coral aside. Try this green. Oh, so pretty. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so then you want to just give that a good nuke. Okay, and then you take away the dust. That looks really pretty. Well, I'm certainly getting all my colors in. I've only used 2 nails and I've got 3 colors in there. So we haven't used this one. This one is beautiful. It's got a bit more of a pinky tone. Let's try maybe a diagonal one. So again, it's just wherever you put your gel polish, it's just going to stick to that. It just depends on how diagonal, how strong of a diagonal line you want. And you don't want it thick. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to take off the thickness. I just don't want it too thick. So I'm going to just turn it a little, make sure that that diagonal, that's not a bad diagonal line. It's not perfect, but I'm going to leave it back. I'm going to dip this one because it's just the one side. Hit it off. This color is extraordinary. So I'm just going to clean up the edge a little, make sure it's nice and sharp, and then I can nuke it. You don't want to nuke it before you're ready because then you're going to nuke the mistake, so try to get rid of it if you can. Purple, we haven't done purple. You know what, maybe I'll just do a diagonal with the purple. That might be kind of cool. Maybe a little bit stronger. We'll just do a higher diagonal. So you just want to cover that end. You know, I think I can dip this one again. A little thick with the gel in there, isn't it? But you know what? We either fix them if we can, it's not too late, or we cover them up. Well, I better just pour it on top. Maybe it's bunching it up. Let's try that. You know, it's funny in the nail world, the littlest things we do make the biggest difference. It's just such a small scale.
Does that hurt when you knock yourself like that?
No.
Sounds loud. Ooh.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't hurt. Okay, I'm gonna nuke that because then I think that's much smoother. You know what? I think the pouring it on top of it actually is better than jamming it in there sometimes because it might bunch the gel up. Might actually push it a little bit. In this case, you can see the line. There's no ridge. I think that's a better way to do it. Sure making a mess though. My white towel's no longer white. I picked the white towel so you can see the contrast with the colors, you know? I don't know if doing an ombre can be done with it, but let's give it a try. It seems like my thumb is becoming my experiment nail. You gonna notice that? So the ombre will come in and how we place the glitters or the sparkles. So just take a little bit so then a big chunk doesn't fall off into it. And we'll just try to see that little motion I'm doing there. Let's see if we can just sort of sprinkle it on there a little and create more of a softer. have to really have a gentle touch. You can see just a little bit and then it falls onto, ooh, it's hard to fade it. Ugh. You know what I'm saying? And then there is the thing you could pick it up and sort of gently. Oh, my nails are too long for that kind of thing. It's a mess. Okay, so see if I can just, oh, that's what I mean. You just get a big chunk. It's hard to ombre. It's hard to make it in little. Let me see if I can just sort of brush it. Maybe that's what you need, a little brush so you can just brush it. Okay, so let me see if I can get another color. I love this one, so let me play with this one a little bit. Maybe you can do it in an ombre, but not sort of planned. Does that make sense? Okay, well, that's ombre. Let me just try another color. Maybe it's just ombre, little chaos ombre. That's all right.
I think it's looking really nice.
You actually like it?
Yeah,
eh?
it's one of my favorites, actually.
Okay. Okay, let's see if we can just... See what I mean? Maybe if you just get better at doing this, it's kind of working. A little too clumpy there. Oh. Let's see if I can brush it off. You really can do that. So if you had a smaller brush, you could actually brush it off. Okay, so let me, you've been long enough now. You gotta make sure that your gel isn't falling into your cuticles. Seems like a pretty good gel. It doesn't seem to move that much, that's what you want. This has been on there for quite some time and it's still not rolling into the cuticle. So let's try the purple. I kind of like this nail. Just gonna get that one little spot. You see that there, that I don't have anything in there yet. Okay, that's cool. Okay. Well, there you have it. Look at that multicolored one. That's beautiful. I do like the textured feeling because it is a very, very fine glitter. But let's top coat a couple too and see what it looks like. You know, top coating it really brings some colors right out. I think I'm going to top coat them all. Top coat brings it to life, doesn't it? It's beautiful. Okay, I'm going to try to nuke them all together. I'm just going to clean up those cuticles, scrub off that glitter off the skin, and we're going to take a look at the reveal shots. When I was at the Indigo booth at the trade show, I did purchase this product myself. Indigo is kind enough to offer you guys a discount. You'll find a link and a promo code in the description below. Well, you can see in using these, a little goes a long way. I'll see you in the next video. See you soon.